Hello, my name is Shallow and welcome back to PlayStation Doom. We're taking a look today at the Doom 2 portion of the game. PlayStation Doom does... Ooh, look at that. We got glass here instead of the usual fence. PlayStation Doom does kick you back to the main menu after finishing the Doom 1 portion of the game, but it gives you a password to let you pick up the next level entryway with your full inventory from from the last time you played. So in a way, it is all connected in one continuous loop of gameplay, which means we can legitimately start entryway with a BFG. How about that? Oh, man. The Doom 2 levels have a lot fewer cuts to them than the Doom 1 levels did, which means they generally don't run as smooth. The PlayStation already had a hard time running some of the maps, but onto the Doom 2 portion of the game, we're doing this without the benefit of the Jaguar ports, little conveniences, little mapping changes. So these are all... I don't think they made any mapping changes other than the lighting. The lighting obviously is all custom, and it looks a bit wonky. The blue lights there, I don't know about that. But overall, you look at Entryway and it looks exactly like Entryway. It's not like Hangar, where the textures are all different and some of the geometry is different. This is just Entryway. Look at that. What are you guys doing wandering around out there? I guess they must have changed just enough that they can hear you through this window now. They normally can't do that. The couple places where the Doom 2 portion of this game differs from regular old DOS Doom 2 is it's missing a couple of maps. They seem to have removed some of the bigger maps, probably because they didn't run well, but also just for space, I'm sure, on the disc. Some cuts had to be made. So the Doom 2 portion of the game is missing Industrial Zone, Downtown, the Chasm. So, you know, it's just a better version of Doom 2. I'm kidding. But only a little bit. This room looks great. Oh man, those screens really pop. Ooh, they're animated. Oh, that is very nice. Alright, so we do have a couple of changes. But those don't seem to be like actual mapping changes. They are changes to the textures. Look at that. That sector is popped in a little bit. It's a little hard to tell, but if you look up, yeah, look at the top of the screen there. Yeah, the ceiling of that sector where the light is popped out from this pillar a little bit. I don't think Entryway is normally like that. Can I still hit this button through the floor? Yes. Okay. If you don't know, if you hit those buttons in the wrong order and you close the secret before you lower these, you can still hit this button through the floor. Some of the cuts that were made to Doom 2 are the secret maps. We've got no Wolfenstein references this time. But instead... Hang on, this is different. You textured this with bricks out here. Alright. So we haven't made a lot of changes, but there are a few. I guess if you're gonna make texturing changes, the outdoor areas are the ones where they'll be least noticeable. Instead of the Wolfenstein secrets in the Doom 2 part of PlayStation Doom, we've got custom secret maps. So mainly that's what we're gonna be looking at today. See what they replaced the Wolfenstein and Keen secrets with. They are pretty cool. Unique to PlayStation Doom. These may have made it onto the Saturn port, because that used a lot of the PlayStation stuff. Let's take a look at those now. Hello and welcome to Map 58. This is a PlayStation exclusive map, The Mansion. You get here from suburbs. So I guess Sandy Peterson's hometown was a little more affluent than maybe the suburbs full of imps and archviles led us to believe. There's a mansion in here. Ugh. This has a terrifying soundtrack. Listen to that. Ugh, it's like nails on a chalkboard. This is a beautiful mansion. You know what this reminds me of? The textures and the lighting and everything. If you ever played the first Killing Floor game, it's got a really dark, grungy, grindhouse sort of aesthetic to it. This is kind of scratching that itch for me. I went and double-checked between level loads. These PlayStation secret maps in Doom 2 are in fact in the Saturn port with some pretty big cuts. The thing that makes these port-exclusive maps so interesting is they were made specifically for the PlayStation. So they make full use of the PlayStation's unique colors. The next map has a really cool music track that's really only possible thanks to the PlayStation's disc system. And all that stuff is missing in the Saturn port, so that's a bit of a shame. Oh, alright, we'll deal with that room later, I guess. This is terrifying. This is really bringing the horror vibes back to Doom. Blue key door? Blue key door, yeah. I mean, it does look like there's a blue key up there, huh? Do I have to jump to it? Maybe I have to jump to it. I am using a different set of shaders today. Maybe you will have noticed, maybe not. I don't know if anybody cares about this kind of stuff. Why do I say that? I know now, factually, that people do care about this kind of stuff. The PlayStation Doom videos are doing exceptionally well on my channel. There are a lot of new faces around here. Thank you and welcome. And a lot of people interested in the PlayStation Doom stuff. Hi, my name is Shallow. I mainly do Doom. I don't do a whole lot of retro hardware, emulation, or even PlayStation stuff. That's not really my wheelhouse. I'm stepping a little bit outside my comfort zone here, but it's fun. I'm enjoying it. If you want more information about that kind of stuff, I recommend you find a channel that specializes in it. I really only have a sort of surface level understanding of some of that stuff. One of the things I wanted to address in that video I did about the shaders was not really... Maybe I didn't do a good job on that. I didn't really want to talk a whole lot about the... how good the shaders were, how accurate they were. Really what I was getting into there was addressing the misunderstanding that somewhere under these shaders must be a clear picture that I'm hiding from everybody. And that simply is not the case. Ah, dang it. Yeah, you can absolutely feel free to enjoy your game however you want. Play with shaders, play without shaders, upscale your games, play with an emulator, play on original hardware, play the GZ Doom-based total conversion, whatever. I always say there's no wrong way to enjoy Doom. With maybe a few exceptions, but we'll not mention them here. For me, because I wanted to specifically showcase some of PlayStation Doom's unique features, it felt right to try to get an authentic sort of PlayStation experience for the purposes of this video. So that's kind of what I've been going for. Whether I succeeded or not is up for debate, certainly. I won't fight you on that. Whoop. One thing that I think I probably failed to consider, and I really, really appreciate people helping me out with this, and I do make fun of how scary it is to suddenly get 6,000 views on a video when you weren't expecting it, and a whole bunch of comments with strong opinions about a thing that you're not terribly knowledgeable about. But I do appreciate many of those. One thing I probably didn't consider enough when making decisions on how to handle this playthrough is that in the end, you do need to watch this on YouTube, and YouTube introduces its own compression and frame rate issues, and oh boy, dark as hell in here. So in addition to considering, you know, what makes the game look more or less authentic and what works well with the way the emulator displays graphics, one thing I needed to consider that I probably didn't give enough consideration to is how does this look in the end when you watch it? My apologies for considering that to be an afterthought. I really should not have. So one of the reasons I've switched shaders here is I find this one to be a little clearer by the time it makes it through YouTube's compression. I think it's probably not as accurate, but that's okay. There's certainly a place for it still. It's just like when I play GZ Doom, I, for my own gameplay, prefer to have the fuzzy specters on, because they look a lot more like the original specters that I remember playing with. But they don't look good on YouTube. So I turn on the shadow specters, so that you guys can see them. Same thing's happening here. We're using CRT Easy Mode as our shader of choice this time. I got a lot of great comments as well from people that understand the PlayStation a little better, that understand the emulator situation a little better, that were able to correct me on a few things I got wrong about how shaders work and whatnot. That was great. That was wonderful. Hopefully people who accidentally stumbled onto my video hoping for information read the comments, because they had better stuff to say about this than I did in the video. I'm just here to play Doom and make stupid goofs. If you come to me for valuable insight, you've come to the wrong place, my friend. Here we go, backpack, little button. Still no key access, all right. It's always in the last place you look, isn't it? Which, you know, naturally it would be. Why would you keep looking if it wasn't in the last place you looked? Oh, I need the red key for that. Oh. Alright, where's the red key? I love this glowing light around the outside of the room, by the way. That's a very Doom 64 sort of detail. That's wonderful. Can I go in there? No, that's... Do I get hurt? I don't get hurt in this. Ooh! Thank you. Don't mind if I do. Where do I get this dang red key? Oh! I was overthinking it. You can totally make that jump. Okay. Oh, I'm embarrassed to say how long I was running around looking for a way to lower a sector or to raise some stairs. Oh well. Oh boy. On to the next part of the mansion. Woo! Oh! It's a whole parade of pinkies. This is a beautiful map. Oh, we got the red carpet here down the hall. Nice. This is one of those Doom maps that looks like a real place. Those are rare. I know Suburbs is often credited as the origin of that sort of thing. Starting the whole Doom cute trend. But I don't know, Suburbs is a little abstract still. This is like a real mansion. Green, red, green. Are the green torches anything, or are they just decorative? No American McGee torch secret? I don't think so. Don't. Yeah, I find the paint elementals much harder to block in this version. Or, more accurately, I think they're probably easier to block in GZ Doom. That's the issue. Good old GZ Doom making everything... Well, not everything. Easier. Whoa, hey, there's the Z-buffer thing that the PlayStation has going on. A couple people asked about wobbly textures. It's a really interesting group of new viewers I've had coming in from these videos. It's like half people that are really familiar with the PlayStation but not so familiar with Doom, and half people pretty familiar with Doom but not so familiar with PlayStation. I love that. Everybody's learning something new. The PlayStation had no Z-buffer. It had trouble, or straight up could not calculate relative depth of things. Which is how you end up with things like that pinky a minute ago being partially occluded behind the carpet that he's walking on. Because the PlayStation doesn't understand that the carpet is not in front of the pinky. There were all kinds of programming ways to try to get around that, but none of them are perfect. And it was always up to the individual developers to figure out how to make their games do that, because the PlayStation natively couldn't. It was really common to see it in the PlayStation game I'm most familiar with is Crash Bandicoot. You'd fall down holes and you would see Crash through the floor as he fell. A lot of the time. But that's what PlayStation's Z-buffered thing is. The wobbly textures is a different issue. That's partially because in 3D space, the PlayStation can't do floating point math. It is unable to calculate the position of a vertex using any kind of fractions. So, when you're moving around and it has to calculate where in 3D space those objects are now, the vertexes snap to the nearest whole number grid coordinate instead of moving smoothly between them. That's what causes the models to warp. The textures warping is caused by the PlayStation being unable to perspective correct its textures. That's all stuff that, of course, could be done back then. It was just expensive to do it hardware-wise, and Sony was a brand new name on the market, so they were trying to get their system out as cheaply as possible to compete with Sega and Nintendo. So they cut a lot of corners to keep the price down. $599 US was still a long way away for Sony. If they had pulled that shit in the PlayStation 1 era, they would have been killed. Hey, there's some more weird Z-buffer stuff. That's probably going to be way more noticeable than the pinky one from earlier. Oh, wait, this is a door. Isn't it? It is a door, okay. Holy shit, that is a dark room. Oh. Seizure warning, sorry, flashing lights. Seizure warnings on games used to be way more common. I still see them, but not nearly as often anymore. And I always kind of assumed that was, you know, video games were this new thing that nobody really understood, and maybe now we understand them better, so scaremongering about seizures doesn't happen anymore. But maybe actually it's because hardware got better and we don't have jittery textures and flashing lights anymore like we used to. We've got plenty of BFG ammo, we might as well use it. Right? Oh! Oh, don't switch guns, no! Having the weapon switch button be the shoulder buttons and the strafe also be the shoulder buttons is not great. That's not great. Oh! God, those pain elementals are terrifying in this light. Jeez. Oh! Oh, that is so rude. It launched a lost soul behind me and got me stuck. Oh, that's so rude. Disrespectful. How dare you? A lot of the fights and the progression in this map feel like Doom 64, which is interesting because visually it's not a Doom 64 map at all. Oh, where are they? Oh, stuff's teleporting. Oh, ow, my eyes. Doom 64 maps, you know, they had all the colored lighting, they had the new texture set, but overall they were still very abstract, the same way Doom 2 maps were. Where the hell am I going? Oh, this is open. No, it's not. No, this is still closed. But this map isn't really abstract at all. This is like a real place, you know? It's a mansion. Ah, this is open now. Okay. Good. It's kind of a shame that this is a secret map. Especially since they got rid of suburbs. I think Doom 2 needs a map like this in its rotation. Just to make it really feel like hell on earth, you know? Otherwise it's just hell wherever. Hell beneath, perhaps. I think Hell Beneath was also cut from from PlayStation Doom. More knights? Okay. What is going on? Why we got knights here now? Ah! Let's grab that. Has anything new opened here? Why did it spawn a bunch of knights behind me? There doesn't appear to be anything new. How do I get up there? Huh? Ooh! Plasma gun, nice. Okay, some of these pillars do open up. Berserk? Sure, let's take it. What about this one way over here? Excuse me? Oh, they must be outside. Ah! Yellow key. Okay. Ugh, I don't know how I feel about stuff like that. It's plainly visible on the map, but you have to check the map in order to know that? I don't know. I'm not a big fan of that. Did the lighting out here change to red? Oh, that's cool. Red means scary. This whole thing is already scary. Okay, the soul sphere is down now, so we can go have that. Oh, the lighting didn't change to red. I picked up the Berserk pack. I'm dumb as hell. Sorry. I apologize for my dumb. Alright, let's get first the soul sphere. I have need of it. There we go. Alright. Now where are we going? We got this yellow key. Where do we go with that? Ah. Secret basement. There was in fact an American McGee secret. And it leads to a chainsaw. And what else? Nothing else? I heard something open up. What opened up when I went into that chainsaw sector? Nothing? Okay. reveals another button. Oh, I can just keep pushing them, huh? What is this? Oh, and then that opens up here. Cool. I guess we could ambush that paint elemental from there, if you find that secret earlier. Neat. Oh, now this is open. Alright. I don't know what opened this. Some button I pressed at some point. Progression's yeah, it's Doom 64 progression. It's a little cryptic sometimes. Oh, shut up, paint elemental. Shut up. I've had enough of your sass. Who else? More Hell Knights? Fine. They keep coming one at a time, that's no problem. Man, the Hell Knights in this are much scarier than they are in other versions of Doom I'm more familiar with. I think because they're lower health, the mappers feel free to use them more frequently than Barons. But the control scheme doesn't make them a whole lot easier to fight than Barons. Is this a teleport maze? It sure is! And it teleports me into lava. That's a real dick move. Oh, that sucks. Okay. At least it stays lit, where it's safe. Nope. Alright. This is just gonna be a lot of trial and error, I guess. Hang on. We'll figure this out. I've never been a big fan of these teleporter mazes. Like, I get it. It's kind of a clever little trick. It's interesting the first time you see it, but every map that does it after the first time is just like, oh, here we go again. Big ol' waste of time. It's just trial and error. One that drops you into lava if you get it wrong is especially shitty. The fact that I'm wasting time with this trial and error is bad enough, but you're also burning through my armor and health right now, which is just a real dick move. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Straight ahead? Yes. Yes! Red key. Oh, that's exactly what I was trying not to do. Alright, whatever. Doesn't matter. Let's head back to the red door. We know where that is. Oh, we've opened up a bunch of new Hell Knights. Fun. I like the way they're reusing this big hallway type area here. You travel through it 3 or 4 times, but every time there's new Hell Knights to fight. Not a flood of them. It isn't a big battle, but it does make walking back and forth a little less boring than it otherwise could be. Okay, blue, no, red door, that's what I'm looking for. Is in here, right? Yep. Knock, knock, motherfucker! Give me your button. Now that has got to have lowered this, right? No! How do I get up to that door? Alright, well, what did that button do that I just pressed? Shit. Come on, man. Oh, you know what? It's lowered the bars in here, hasn't it? Was it this one? Yeah, it was this one. This one had red bars up before, and those are gone now. Cool. Which means we can jump through this. Ah, we teleport up here. Good. Exit room. That is a big-ass exit room. No, 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 no. Ah! It's dark in here, too. Damn. Oh, this is so cool. Just a big exit teleporter. We're not going to take this exit teleporter, however, because there is, just like the secret map, the Wolfenstein secret map has its own secret exit. There is a secret exit in this map that takes us to a super secret. So let me see if I can go find that, now that we know where the real exit is. And it's a cool one. But we're not going to take it. We're going to take the super secret. Let's do some exploring. Oop, there we go. Okay. I don't know how anybody ever found this secret before the internet. That is tough. I had to look it up. If you couldn't follow what just happened there, I don't blame you. It was really fast. It took me multiple attempts to figure out. But this is the secret exit. There's a little switch. Take us away. Thanks for joining me. We'll do this super secret next time. I'll see you then. Take it easy.